Russia says it's not convinced by findings of a report linking the Syrian regime to the use of chemical weapons in at least 3 incidents. All 3 attacks were carried out in 2015.
We believe that the proof is not there for any big punitive action to be taken. It's simply not there. Let's continue the discussion. We'll continue studying the report. Please read the remarks I made, and they are very, very serious technical remarks which bring to light certain weaknesses, let's face it, in the work of Jim. We highly appreciate their attitude to the task they were given. They were given an extremely difficult task to investigate things which happened 2 years ago without even visiting the sites.
Meanwhile, UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon says he's appalled by an airstrike on a school in Syria that killed 22 children on Wednesday. Ban says the attack in Idlib may be a war crime if it was done deliberately. A UN spokesman says an investigation should be done to determine who is responsible. Russia says evidence shows that no airstrikes happened and that the site and the video of the aftermath was staged.
The Secretary-General calls for immediate and impartial investigation of this and other similar attacks against civilians in Syria. If such horrific acts persist despite global outrage, it is largely because their authors, whether in corridors of power or insurgent redoubts, do not fear justice. They must be proved wrong.
Well, Kahraman Haliscelik is covering the story from New York.
The UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon called for an investigation, but for any investigation to take place, the UN Security Council will have to make a decision. And in that decision-making process, Russian Federation will have to vote yes. In this case, there is a big doubt here at the UN that Russian Federation will agree to demand for an investigation in the face of crimes committed in Syria. Ban Ki-moon didn't blame any sides for the so-called crimes that were committed, but he said because these crimes have been persisting, the authors of these crimes, those who have committed those crimes, actually do not fear justice because they are powerful. Sources here at the UN interpret this as blaming the Russian Federation because they say the Syrian regime doesn't have a lot of power to prevent such requests from the UN for investigations for the war crimes.